So let's begin by having each of you talk about how your company is doing during this time and how it's changed how you're conducting business. Include any changes you've made to your existing workforce. And anybody can go first.
Yeah, I can jump on that for the JR Simplot Company. We do have, I think, the opportunity to continue operations in most capacities, given kind of the essential nature of our work within agriculture, food production. There have been, some evaluations for our food group organization, as a majority of our customers do sit within the food service realm. So that is, restaurateurs, universities, hospitals as well. Essentially, anywhere you can get a warm meal away from the home. And with the stay-home order and quarantine measures that a majority of states have taken, we have certainly felt an impact there. We have, in multiple occasions, pivoted to either meet customers in different capacities like retail. However, our supply chains are not necessarily the quickest to adapt, but we have made quite a few efforts to ensure we can continue our operations at scale and continue offering a high quality product. So not a lot of, I guess, oversweeping changes to our workforce. We haven't made decisions in terms of layoffs or anything to that effect, but we are taking measures to more or less control costs and ensure where our money is going. So,
All right, thank you.
I can jump in. This is Carly with Paylocity. We're actually very lucky to be a tech company and be able to pivot pretty quickly into the remote culture. So we have a very strong remote culture already, and we're able to really very quickly flip the switch and have everybody working remotely and supported outside of our three main offices. We continue to be an essential business, so that's been great for us to stay busy and really using the opportunity to educate and work in partnership. We like to say forward together with our clients on all the new legislation that's coming in on board, being part of the HR CRM space. So, it's actually been quite busy for some of our, for most of our areas, and we continue to be hiring and looking for great talent.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll piggyback off of Carly in terms of being a tech company. We're very fortunate. It is a little bit different for us. Historically, we had maybe a handful of people working remotely. And so now our entire workforce is remote. So we're very fortunate that we were able to transition everybody so quickly. So because of that, we had to be very strategic in terms of our hiring. So we did slow down for a little bit. We are picking back up, but it's one of those we wanted to make sure that we were able to have all the resources necessary to make sure that we could do it effectively. And so far we've been really business as usual, which is really great. And I know a lot of individuals are loving that they're able to be home. We have a lot of kiddos and dogs joining in on Zoom calls, which is very fun. And it's been great. It's definitely a transition, but something we're definitely working through as well.
Thank you.
Micron, so this is Dmitry from Micron again. Micron, because we're a semiconductor company that has presence in the United States and in Asia, all over Asia, the company was able to see what's coming probably earlier than many other companies. And because we already had the experience of dealing with this virus in China, the company was among the first ones in the area to really start working on that. And therefore, in the very early days, we instituted temperature scans. We started thinking about what it really would look like if we were to work from home. So therefore, we prepared. And as a result, the transition to work from home was pretty smooth. We do have two fabs or manufacturing facilities in the United States, one in Manassas, Virginia, and one in Lehi, Utah. So for those sites, we divided the workforce into two, and the blue team, red team. And there were measures in place to ensure that these two teams do not interact at all. And therefore, the manufacturing at the end of the day was not really affected by much. When it comes to the work from home environment, that was a whole new learning experience. Even though the company initially was kind of hesitant about the work from home provisions, it looks like whenever things are back to normal, whenever that is, the company will be much more open to providing different flexible working arrangements. So therefore, we'll learn a lot throughout this whole process. And I'm really very impressed by how the company responded to this. And the leadership is having weekly town halls. Anybody who is willing to participate can join these calls. So we know exactly what's happening. We know all the different challenges. We know the plans going forward. And it appears that the company is going to be much more conservative than probably many other organizations when it comes to going back to the office. So we'll be taking it in strides. We'll see how it's going to develop, but currently we're working on these plans. So I'm really very pretty amazed by how the company has handled this challenge.